cause an officer to do that. I'm not there, but you're there. Probably not on this day. Let's say it weren't March 3rd, it was another day. Some of the inmates are let out, and then there's an order to close the door.
Sometimes due to misbehavior.
Okay, so sometimes due to misbehavior, that's when they would shut the door. Okay. Thank you for that one. On March 3rd, when they ordered to close the door, based on the past, they would order to close the door when there's a misbehavior going on. Would it be fair to say at that time, officer ordered the door to be closed because there was a similar misbehavior going on?
Yes or no?
Okay, thank you. Now let's talk about when you said Mr. Samuels, the deputy director of the prisons, was about to say something when a stone was thrown in his direction. And you said that was from somebody in capital B?
I don't know. I never see the person, but I feel somebody from capital B.
Okay, so why would they want to throw stones at Mr. Samuels? He was just about to say something. He didn't even get it out of his mouth according to your statement. Why would they want to just stone him?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, madam.
Okay. I think that's the extent of all my questions. Chair? Commissioners? Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Yes or no?
Mr. Williams, would you like to take a quick pause and take some water?
Yes or no?
Take your time. If you could take another one. That's enough?
Yeah, madam.
All right. You've been there for 3 years now?
Yes,
Down
madam.
Street, yes?
Yes, madam.
Yeah. First time in prison?
Yes, madam.
And you're from the northwest, the Mabaruma area?
Yes, madam.
Yeah. During the time you've been there, you had any visits from your family?
Yes, madam.
About how many, more or less?
3.
3 visits.
Yes, madam.
Have they been able to come out and see you since this tragic incident?
Yes, madam. On the 9th.
Sorry?
On the 9th of March.
The 9th of March. Was that assisted by the prisons? The prisons helped them to come out?
No, madam.
They didn't help at all?
No. My uncle found his own money.
He found his own way?
Yes.
Nor did the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs
Yes, madam.
or Indigenous Affairs?
Yes, madam. No one helped.
No one helped?
No, madam.
Okay. And during the time, so it's 3 visits now, 2 and then a recent one. Do you have assistance from the prison's welfare officer to make calls or contact with the family in Mabaruma? Because I think there are cell phones there, aren't there?
Yes, madam.
Have you had any assistance with phone calls to the family?
Yes, madam.
And how often would those be?
After the riot, they start giving calls like on Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yes,
But
madam.
prior to the riot,
Yes, madam.
I mean, before the riots, were you had calls like around holiday times, matrimony time?
No, madam.
No calls at all? Okay. And do you have a counsel? Do you have your own lawyer?
No, madam.
You don't have your own lawyer,
No, madam.
but you're on a serious charge.
Yes, madam.
All right. And during the time you've been in there, have you in capital B, and of course you would see things also in capital A, do you see lawyers visiting you? I mean, visiting other inmates or inmates being called out to
Yes,
see
madam.
their, yeah?
Yes, madam.
And many lawyers?
The lawyers will come in front and the prison wardens will go and bring out whoever get the council visit.
And how many in capital B were with you, have been with you over the time? How many in all, estimated number?
60.
60?
Yes, madam.
60. And of that 60, how many you see going to see a lawyer comes in to see them, who have hired their own counsel, their family can hire their own?
At least 4 to 5 persons.
At least 4 to 5. Okay. Mhm. All right. Okay, in closing, we would like to state that when you go back to the prison, any attempts to intimidate you, either from inmates or prison officers, about what you've shared with us today, or what you may want to share with us if you're called again, right? Any attempts at any form of threats, right, abuse, victimization, you must report back to the commission.
Yes, madam.
Thank you very much. And also be aware too that the prisons officer in charge, the director of prisons, have put measures in place to prevent any such acts, taking place, right? To the
Yes,
best
ma'am.
of their ability.
Yes,
right?
madam.
Thank you.
Mr. Williams,
Yes, sir.
quick one. Prisoners in the capital B, ever lit any fires in that division?
Capital
B,
B?
yeah.
No, sir. No fire never like the capital B.
All right, second question. Apart from Collis Collison and Ollicott, was any other prisoner taken away by the task force?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Finish with him. Thank you for your evidence. You may go. You're excused unless we want to see you again.
Okay, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of this session. We will resume at 1 o'clock. At 1:15, during which time we'll take another witness on the same terms and conditions.
Mr. Chairman, I know you did moments of silence for the victims of Belgium, and that was very much appreciated, but we had a deputy prime minister who died and is being buried today.
Who's we?
Hassan Paris.
Oh, yes.
And I'm not sure whether there's any early break today so that people can go to his funeral that starts at 2 o'clock, or whether there's any consideration of a moment's silence for the man's death.
We'll break earlier. We'll start at 1 and gallop to whatever we can reach within an hour or so.
Thank you.
Vote right.
This Commission of Inquiries adjourned until 1300 hours.